Hi, I'm Eric Lampkin. I'm a producer here at WCBI, but when I'm not at work, I'm usually out here in my garden. And you may remember a couple of years ago, we came out here, looked around, and we're back this year. And usually I don't try to date these things, but this time I will, just to kind of let you know where we are in the garden right now. We're approaching the middle of May, and this is the time of year when some home gardeners especially kind of freak out. Don't. This is supposed to be relaxing. It's supposed to be easy. You may not be where you want to be right now, but there's still time to catch up. I know, because right now I'm not where I want to be in my garden. We've had some setbacks this year. Things are a little slow taking off. I just ran the middles out here in this is my bean patch. I just ran the middles the other day. If you don't know what that means, that's what we call it when you take the tiller and run in between the rows to get rid of some of the weeds. This was a hot mess Monday or so. The weeds were all over the place. So took the tiller through, cleaned up most of it. Still haven't quite gotten it all. You may see there's some bare spots here and there. This is where some of the beans didn't take off. We're doing up here in this part of the garden, we've got lima beans and we have green beans. Things are changing. You know, we had a lot of rain early on. That really set us back down in the pea patch, which is the other end of my garden here. We had some issues. Tried to do some early English peas. They didn't work out. It rained, washed the peas out, replanted. It rained again, washed the peas out. So we finally gave up and just waited until it was time to plant more of the spring and summer stuff, more of the summer crops, and decided to go with our purple hull peas. And you'll see that a little bit later on. Over on my okra row, there is no okra. There's, I think, 2 okra plants and some sunflowers. That's going to get replanted. It's early in the season, folks, so don't freak out. I know some people will like to say, oh, you need to plant this by this date, or you need to start your garden no later than, Good Friday or whatever. But there's still time, and you can get this done. So even though we're early in the season right now, we still got some stuff that's going pretty good. We planted tomatoes early on. We went down to one of the local nurseries and picked up tomato plants. We didn't try starting them from seed. Now we did start these cucumbers from seed right here, and they're already going pretty good, climbing up the trellis. We got a lot of blooms. No cucumbers yet, but give it time. That's what it's all about. Back behind me, we've got some perennials. We have rosemary, basil, and oregano back here that actually does pretty good. It overwintered, and it's pretty hardy stuff, and so it'll stay with us. We'll be processing some of that later. We got some bell peppers over here that we got from the nursery, bloomers. I'm not here to advertise for anybody, but I will say, if you want to buy plants, buy local when you can. If you want to buy plants that have already started, they tend to be a little better taken care of than they are at some of the big box stores. Over in this bed here, we have some squash that has come on early. That did come up from seed. We planted that. We have some other volunteers that I'll probably get to later. Some we think is butternut squash. We don't know for sure yet, but the way it's binding out, we're pretty sure it's going to end up being butternut squash. Okay, like I said, we're kind of early in the season for most things. No time to really freak out about whether or not you haven't gotten stuff in. Your peas, your okra, like I said, we're in middle May right now. I've planted okra in the first week or 2 of June. Still managed to get okra running until October, November. So as long as you get it in, soil's warm, get enough water on it, it still should do okay. The peas, you might want to get them in, late in May at the latest. Like I said, I think my corn, I might have done a little too late, but anyway, that's a whole different story. Some stuff is already starting to play out in the garden. Our salad greens, which really look great right now, we've got several different ones. We've got kind of the salad assortment here in my salad bar. They are beginning to play out because they don't really like the hot weather, and the temperatures are going to be hitting, well, I've already started to hit 90. So this will be going to seed pretty soon, and we'll have to kind of deal without fresh salad greens until probably September when we replant. But that's the thing, you know, we planted these early. Some of it just came up from seed because we reuse the same bed a lot. So, you know, it kind of replenishes itself, and enjoy it while you can. That's what it's all about anyway, right? Plant, eat, enjoy, plant some more. And, you know, the garden can keep going almost all year round, except maybe in the dead of winter. And just remember, folks, if I can do this, you can do this.